Hey guys, what's up? So welcome back, guys. This is an unexpected live this morning. We weren't expecting to go live. That's what unexpected live means. I was supposed to go on Cheryl's World, but it was a change of plans. So this morning we're gonna do the live recap of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 10, episode 11, Kiss and Tell, right here on my live on Up and Adam. So welcome, guys. Pile in. Teresa, good morning. Gina, good morning. Bahama Mama, wow, you made it. Andrew, 818, thank you guys. Felicia. All right, guys. I always start my morning off with 4 shots of espresso, so I get like super crazy. So I have to drink some water to like calm it down. And also, since it was a last minute change of plans, guys, I'm sorry. I threw a hat on and I'm like a little bit casual with you guys this morning. But as we know, casual and the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills don't go together. But with that being said, let's just dive right in. All right. Good morning from the UK. Good morning from Los Angeles. Good morning, Jennifer Harvey. All right, guys. So last night, we see that Lisa Rinna invites the ladies to Rome, which is going to be awesome. Awesome only because we know that cast trips are really great. But then at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I like a good beach cast trip. I like a good like Caribbean, something like that. You know, something of that nature. Jamal, good morning. Heidi Black, good morning. Wow, you guys are piling in. Angela, good morning. I just want to say good morning to everybody. And yesterday I got a super chat that I didn't get to thank you guys for. So thank you so much for the super chat yesterday. The chat was piling up, so I'm sorry that I missed it. But real quick, let's jump into this so I don't keep all of your time. Good morning, Kristen from Massachusetts. Wow, you guys are from all over the place. That's awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and dive right in. We got to see where Camille went to apologize to Teddy and Denise, and Teddy was not having it. Teddy wasn't about it. She was just kind of like, cut the SHIT with me. I'm not here for it. You know, just keep it moving. I don't need your pleasantries, whatever. And Denise was like, wow, was it the apology or what was it? Because you really weren't feeling it. And Teddy's like, no, I'm not here for it. And Camille was like, okay, well, I understand, like kind of dismissing it as if she was pregnant, which also was weird because Camille was looking at Teddy and she's like, wow, it's going to be a great, like, it's crazy, it's insane being a mom. And Teddy had a good point in her confessional. She's like, it's not my first rodeo, Camille, so I don't know. But then Camille kind of walked away and almost did a confessional style of Twitter Camille, because she walked away and she's like, oh, I understand, it's okay, no, I'll leave you ladies, blah, blah, blah. And then she gets in her confessional and she goes, Teddy's the same bitch that she's always been, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, okay, well then there's confessional / Twitter Camille coming back to play, because that's exactly what that was. But let's keep it moving because the party gets even more interesting. So we see Kyle show up with, it's slipping my mind, but Kyle had a performance at her black and white tie party. We see Kris Jenner in the front. She makes another cameo. So that was fun. Everybody's dancing, blah, blah, blah. But then really the real party's going on in the back where Brandi is just getting wasted. Brandi is just kicking him back. She's having the rosé, and there stands Adrienne Maloof. And I'm guessing, unless I missed it from the last episode, I'm guessing this is Adrienne Maloof's boyfriend. I don't want to say husband. I think that's, unless I totally missed something and I've been living under a rock. If you guys know, let me know. Comment below if you guys know if that's Adrienne Maloof's boyfriend or husband or just friend. Anyways, so I'm going to let you guys go ahead and clarify that for me. So Brandi looks at her and cheers with like literally this much wine in her glass, this much wine, and she goes, go, 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 go. Cheers to surrogacy and lying about surrogacy and getting over it and moving forward. It was almost like our favorite drunk Dorinda talk, but it was with Brandi. And she's just cheersing to Adrienne, who looks like, this wasn't a good moment in my life. I don't even know why you're bringing this up right now. And the guy who, new boyfriend, Wilson, new boyfriend. Okay, guys, Wilson Phillips, boyfriend. It's Adrienne's boyfriend. All right, guys. So Adrienne's boyfriend looks like, what's going on? This is so awkward. And Adrienne's kind of like, yeah, this is awkward. And then Brandi's like, I love you. And she's like, nope, not having it. So we keep it moving forward. And then finally she looks at Aaron and Denise. And this is the moment we've been waiting for all week. Actually, hold on, guys, because I got a little thing for you guys. 3, 2, 1. It's that little sound machine that I was telling you guys about. So we've been waiting for this all week. That's supposed to be applause. Okay, guys, so as you guys know, we've been waiting for this all week, and Denise finally comes face-to-face with the whole throuple comment about Brandi and Aaron. Champagne in hand, watching you at 6 p.m. in the UK. I've just caught up on the latest. All right, Jane, well, welcome. Sheila, welcome. Yvette, hi, welcome from Texas. Wow, guys. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Kim's back. Gina's back. All right, guys. So, yes, Gina, you're right. Brandi kisses the floor. After sitting there looking at Denise and Aaron and being so awkward and being like, I want to be a throuple with you guys, knowing what supposedly Aaron doesn't about the fact that she hooked up with Denise and Aaron had no clue about this, is what we find out later in the episode. But then later through the night, we see her with Faye Resnick, what everyone calls her the morally corrupt Faye Resnick. I don't call her morally corrupt. I think that she's, awesome. But especially her best friend's Kris Jenner. How bad can you be? But no, so remember when Faye came face to face with Brandi and said, no matter how many Chanels you have, blah, 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 or borrow, you'll never be a classy lady, blah, 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 blah. So last night, Faye was the one who was actually helping Brandi up. And she's like, somebody get this girl a coffee. And then if you see Kyle, she's like gyrating. It's a little bit awkward. But it was what it was, and it was a great end to the party. But let's keep it moving because the party does eventually end. But not before, like Gina said, Brandi gets to like these duck legs and you see her like, woo, just fall back. And she just like kind of falls over. It's the end for her. Can we say scripted? Gina, actually, it kind of felt that way a little bit last night. I'm not going to lie. It felt a little bit scripted. And did you guys hear, I don't know if you guys missed this, but did you guys hear what Brandi said to Adrian about the, it wasn't me who brought up the surrogacy thing? Because that was a moment. That was a moment that went way back to everything that happened before. I'm not going to touch on that, but I just wanted to bring it up and see if you guys heard it, because I definitely didn't miss that one. But let's keep it moving because I think we get to Garcelle and Sutton. Garcelle and Sutton sit down last night. Guys, this was also crazy. So they sit down for drinks dinner as soon as Garcelle gets off of a plane from coming from her latest job, whatever the case is. Sutton's sitting there talking about how busy Garcelle is and how her workload is ridiculous and she doesn't understand her schedule. Garcelle's just like, I'm a single mom and I have bills to pay. I have Coming to America 2 and 2 other TV shows in the works, not counting Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So good for you, Garcelle. You're on the grind. But Garcelle looks at Sutton and she's like, listen, where I come from, we don't normally ask about this whole money thing. But real quick, how much money do you actually have? And Sutton was like, what? Actually, real quick. That's what it felt like. Okay. So Sutton looked at her like, what? What are you thinking? Thank you, Marta. Welcome. Kris Jenner's cameo was awesome, or funny. Thank you, guys. Hi, Adam. You're awesome. See, I'm getting a little bit all over the place with you guys. Crickets behind my mama. Yes, I was trying. It didn't work. My fiance was actually laughing at me because I got these things. By the way, guys, a lot of you guys keep asking me when I'm going to bring my fiance on, if I'm ever going to bring him on a live. And actually, one or two of you guys said, don't ever bring him on because you don't want to include your personal life. Thank you, Double Mint, for the cute hat comment. Yes, I'm absolutely going to bring Jason in eventually. And I made it my thing. I talked to him about it and I said, Jason, when I hit 10,000 subscribers, you're going to come on a live with me. Hermione Delport. Thank you so much, Hermione. That is so, wow. Thank you. Much love from South Africa. You're awesome. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. This is the applause button. Thank you, Hermione. That's originally what that was intended for, by the way. Come on, everyone. We need 10,000 so we can see Jason. Thank you, Laurel. So, yes, guys, as soon as we hit 10,000, we're going to eventually bring Jason in, and I'm going to let him come on a couple of my lives. That way we can talk about TLC 90 Day, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, New York, and by that time, probably Potomac and so many more, topics. But Sutton and Garcelle sit down. They have this conversation about where she gets her money. Obviously, like I just said, Sutton was shocked. And Sutton says, you know what? My ex did really well. We've been together since I was 13. and or we've known each other since I was 13, and yeah, my ex did well, so that's where my money comes from. And as we saw her $8.5 million home in Bel Air, she's doing just fine. And she has a store that's right there in West Hollywood, right next to Melrose and Robertson, which means the rent is not cheap. Gina and Maxie, that will be so fun. Jason and you. Adam, how do I become a moderator for your channel? Heidi, I don't know what a moderator means. I'm new to all this. I'm new. Okay, guys, let's keep it moving. So let's move to, oh man, where should I go? I have notes right here. Okay, I'm just going to keep it moving based off of what I know because I don't want to sound all scripted and stuff with this. Let's go to Erica's party. So we see Erica's party. She's having the Shoe Dazzle party, which, by the way, looks insane. The location was awesome. The balloons. And like I said, if you guys didn't see my recap for the recap of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 10, Episode 11, Kiss and Tell. If you didn't watch it, go check it out. It's really awesome. I put the pictures in there for you guys because you yell at me for not putting in the pictures. So don't be a Jolene on me. Nobody likes a Jolene. Bye, Jolene. We know how this works. Yeah, but I did put it up for you guys. So I didn't let you guys down. So don't let me down. Go watch it. Anyway, so we moved to Erica's Shoe Dazzle party where, did you guys see the cake? I don't know what was more ridiculous. The cake, the shoe, big heel, yellow cake, fluorescent, whatever the color that's wheeled in, or Lisa Rinna's extensions, because she had a whole new personality. And actually, she's known to name these personalities. She names her personalities all the time. This wig was crazy, guys, but it was more awkward. So those were the two eccentric kind of things going on. But then we over here to the side, we see Denise come in, and then bam, Denise walks in with her jeans and just so casual, like Kyle Richards calls her a ragamuffin. She looks casual. I think she looks great. She has her hair into a bun. She has the hoops on. She looks like she has the glam face, but then she has a pair of jeans on. She has a pair of Levi's. I'm digging it. It's probably not a pair of Levi's. That's where I'm from, but you know what I mean. It's the whatever. It's the same thing. Pair of jeans. The cake is a waste because they don't eat it. You bet. Maybe. Well, maybe. Thank you for not saying bye, Felicia. No, I don't know who. No, I don't know who that Felicia is. I would never say bye to you, Felicia, but I'm only saying bye to Jolene. Guys, wow, this morning, 10 a.m., it's actually 10:12. We've only been in here for 12 minutes. We have 72 people in the room. Everybody go ahead and call in. I have a few people already in the call chat. I'm going to get to them in a second. But yes, let's keep it moving and talk about what happened at Erica's party. So at Erica's party, we hear about this trip to Rome. Lisa Rinna invites all of the women into this kind of half circle and invites them to Rome, where Dorit says, hey, listen, I've known Italian for a long time. I actually lived there for a while. And all of the ladies are like, oh, God, we're going to have to hear about this for so long, blah, blah, blah. Stephanie, thank you so much for the super chat. Watch. Rim shot. Thank you, Stephanie. That's, again, I tried to get a better applause maker. I'm sorry that it wasn't so good. But I was going to do a little applause sound every time you guys sent a super chat. That was going to be my thing. I was also going to put clips on my ears and stuff every time I got a super chat. But then somebody stole my Amazon package, I swear, because it said that it was delivered 2 days ago. Anyways, guys, let's keep it moving to Erica's party. El Morris is laughing at me. Dorit's accent should be Italian. It should be Italian, but it's many things. I don't know if Italian's one of them. Her extensions were ugly. Teresa, extensions are expensive, actually. Kelly's laughing. Lisa is, Laurel. Okay, all right. So let's keep it moving to the party. What was going on, guys? We're at 77. Let's hit 80 people in the chat room. How awesome would that be? I'm going to announce it if it happens. So then Denise pulls Erica to the side and says, hey, listen, if we're going to go on this trip, I just don't want it to be awkward. I want to have a good time. And Erica tries to cut her off and say, listen, about Aaron. And Denise is like, no, wait, I'll get to that. But Erica's like, well, if you're going to get to that, then if I can't talk about it right now, then what are we doing here? Then why are we having a conversation? But do you guys notice the composure? It's almost like Beverly Hills, like mafia style. Like Erica has that kind of composure that's like, don't mess with me. But Denise really does well, like holding her own. Don't forget, she's been up in legal battles for the past few years against Charlie Sheen, and she's very well versed in conflict. Let's see, Jordan Parker. Hey. Guys, real quick, before I keep it going, I don't want to keep Bahama Mama in the room all day. Let's have her chime in. That way I can take a sip of my drink. Hi, Bahama Mama.
Hi, everybody.
We can't hear you.
Oh,
we can hear you now.
You can?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Hello, everybody.
So, what are you thinking about this whole Brandi and Denise thing?
Staged.
Do you feel like it was staged?
The Brandi, the talk in the living room with Kyle and Kim
Teddy.
and yeah, it just seemed too weird. I think somebody in the comments section, Heidi, I forget her last name, said something about real staged because Kim brings in clothing with the tags still on.
Yeah.
Turning them to
and she just so happened to be out in the car too. Oh, 1 second.
Yeah, so she's
Thank
out
you,
in the
Jean.
car.
Thank you, Jean, so much for the super chat. Real quick, I just have to press my little button here because that's what it's for. One more time. Okay. I just got that. I got excited. I thought it was going to be louder than what it was. It's not. But no, I thought it was so staged too because if you actually watch, guys, we made it to 81 in the chat room. That's so awesome. Let's make it to 90. Thank you guys so much for the support. If you watch, it was so awkward when she brings in the stuff and then she's like, yeah. Brandi's in the car and then Brandi's like huffing in the car, like kind of awkwardly, like, okay, here it comes. Like, get ready. She's about to come out and get me. And then she went in there and played this whole, I love Brandi, but she played definitely a victim role.
But Brandi's never been a victim.
I know, but what were you thinking about this story, though, about the husband thing and her feeling bad for Denise? I don't know if I was feeling that. Or feeling bad for Erin.
I wasn't feeling bad. And, well, first of all, I can't believe Denise didn't know what a throuple was. I mean, come on. You just put the sounds together. And
I feel like that was for production.
Yeah, Denise not knowing a throuple. Yeah, right. But no, I don't think Brandi or anybody felt sorry for Aaron. I think Aaron. Because Aaron didn't she say that Aaron gave his permission as long as it wasn't another guy?
Yes. Yeah. As long as it was a woman, but then she said that he would end up being mad. And as we've seen on the episode where he's grabbed her hand and other things where he's like, don't like crush my hand or I'll crush your hand or whatever the case is. Actually, if you notice, I don't know if you guys noticed this watching, we have 85 people in the chat room, but they went back and edited that out of the last episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So if you actually go watch on Hulu or any of the other networks or platforms, when he said that, it was taken out. So I wonder if that was partially because, Denise has a backing. She has a legal team.
Yeah, she does. A good one, I'm sure. Having to deal with Charlie Sheen.
What did you think about the conversation between Denise and Erica?
I call Erica the ice queen or princess or whatever she wants to be, but I just think she has ice water in her veins, and I wouldn't even care if she was my friend or not, or wanted to be. It was nice that Denise went up and talked to her, but as for if she wanted to be friends, then Erica wanted to or not, I'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever. Bye, Jolene.
Bye, Jolene. Yes.
Bye, Jolene. You want to be friends? Fine. If not, the trip's going to be awkward.
I think the same thing. Well, Bahama Mama, I appreciate you calling in. I'm going to go ahead and drop you down and move on to the next topic.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
Guys, I love when Bahama Mama calls in, or anyone else who wants to call in. We're at 86 people in the chat room. We were just at 88. Let's make it to 90, guys. That would be so awesome for our morning recap of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Kiss and Tell. So that party was awesome in the fact that obviously the decorations were crazy. The the whole setting, I guess. It's another party that Garcelle missed. It seems like Garcelle misses a lot of parties. I want to see what you guys are saying right now. Let me just kind of chime in real quick. Who needs a friend like Brandi? Have never cared for that trash box. Okay, Kim. Just got here. What did I miss? We just started recapping Beverly Hills Housewives. Teddy needs to be fired. Regular schmegular. All right. Haha, close your legs to a married woman, trash box. Okay, Kelly. She knows what a happy ending is, but not a throuple. Cool, Mom. That's a point to be made. Denise doesn't need Erica. Okay, Gina. Erica is too boring. Laurel. I like Aaron. It would be difficult to sit and let a group of people gang up on your spouse. I think that's fair. Jamal says Teddy needs to understand that she is only on the show because of her last name. If Denise said those things, she wasn't lying. Okay. Danielle says, I don't believe in any of what comes out of Brandi's mouth, but what was Brandi hoping for or hoping would happen if it was true? That's fair. This episode was epic. Garcelle has to hustle to take care of the family. Guys, all great points. Okay, so let's keep it moving. As we get past, we find out about this whole Rome trip, which, like I said, I felt like that was a little awkward with everybody kind of standing in this half circle. And they're like, guess where we're going? We're going to Rome. Wow. Like nobody knows, but they're all conveniently standing there. And if you look at Denise's face, we can always make like a meme out of her face. So she's just kind of like, and you know, that's fine. But then let's keep it moving back over to Lisa Rinna, because Lisa Rinna and Amelia, they're looking for an apartment. I have the same hat. Dana Meads. I'm sorry. You have the same hat. Maybe we've met. Is Brandi and Adrian and all the extras going to Rome? I don't believe any of them are going to Rome, no. I need some water. Let me call the servant, Yvette. Okay, so no, they're all going to Rome, but no, let's go back to Lisa and Amelia. Guys, did you see where Lisa Rinna calls over Kyle's daughter, I believe Alexis, and if I'm saying it wrong, you're more than welcome to correct me, but she calls over Kyle's daughter, Alexis, to come in and help her daughter, Amelia, find an apartment. And Amelia sits down and says, listen, crosses her legs, grabs her tea, sips said tea, and says, listen, this is exactly what I need. I have anxiety and I'm not willing to budge with you. I need a doorman. I need floor to ceiling gates. I need to make sure that I'm not on the lowest level. I need a really pretty kitchen. I like really pretty kitchens. I need big windows. I need at least 2 bedrooms. I need one of those really pretty pools with the cabanas. I need to make sure that it's in like the West Hollywood, Beverly Hills area, because it has to be like just in that super trendy area. And hold on. Mom, is there anything else that I need? And Lisa Rinna looks and she's like, ha ha ha, own it. Look what I created. Look at the monster that I created. But it's not actually, I don't think it's, with all due respect, I understand hustling your like life away to give your kids everything you didn't have. I mean, I don't understand in the sense that I've done it, but I get the logic behind it. But then also, are you creating perhaps like a spoiled child? But then we see Kyle's daughter and she's even looking like, wow, this is a laundry list. She's like, I can get you a place that has a security thing with a code on the door. And Amelia's like, not a security thing with a code on. Guys, we made it to 91 in the room. Sorry, hold on 1 second. I gotta press the button. That's the applause button. Guys, 91 in the room, please don't leave just because I pressed the applause button. Laurel Traponi, thank you so much. Yes, Laurel's on it. All right, guys. Lisa suddenly lost her QVC paycheck. Should she cut corners? I don't know if that's true. Did she fully lose it, or is that just is that hearsay? But Amelia is paying for her apartment. No. Yes, she's paying for the majority of her apartment, but Lisa's still contributing. She said 1,000. I guarantee you it's more than that. What did we do? Love Kyle's daughter. It was like a spoiled child meets hardworking one. I thought that Kyle's daughter was so impressive. You can totally tell that she has that Maurizio background where she is just ready to put it to the grind and she's going to work for it. And she, you know, she's very humble. Remember guys, her cousin is Paris Hilton. Nikki Hilton. Hilton Rothschild. Like, she still has an incredible background. She's been to so many celebrity events. She's not a stranger to it. Actually, she has more of a celebrity background really than probably Amelia Gray. So, yeah, guys, that's where I stand on that. Let's see. It's rare for parents in Scotland to pay for accommodations. It's not even normal for them to buy a car. My parents, when I asked them to contribute to my living accommodations, actually I didn't even ask. There's no way they would have never done it. They would have been like, you want to live on your own? You need to pay for it. Rinna didn't teach her girls the value of how hard work is and to earn money. I don't know if that's necessarily true because they both model, they still make their own money. And yes, while the doors could have easily been open for them, they still are there kind of walking through them. They're launching brands, they're working on social media. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but it still is. And it's a form of work, even if it's just a millennial new state of mind form of work. It still is. I thought she was going to tell her about real estate for work. Nope, that's not exactly what it was about. Okay, so as we all agreed, the whole demands list was outrageous. If you guys have anything to say about it, you're more than welcome to call in. We'll get back to it later. But let's keep it moving and go back to B-roll. Shh. So Teddy's now packing. Everybody's getting ready. We see Erica. She's going through her whatever coat closet. She's packing everything. She has the assistant. The assistant's packing. Erica's like, I can't do this right now. This is too much. And then they put the wig on the dog. They're like, oh, you look like Roxy. Cute, funny, haha. But then we pan back over to what's going on at Kyle's house. This is where it gets really juicy, guys. So what's going on at Kyle's house is this is where the tea is going to happen. This is where the bomb's going to drop it. And like I say in my recap, if you guys haven't seen it, go watch it. This is where all of it happens. And this is where when Bahama Mama was on earlier, she said, I think this was staged. I'm conflicted and I want to hear what you guys think. But as we see in the episode, Teddy comes over to help out with Kyle planning this whole baby shower, right? So Teddy's over and they're doing, whatever. It's nothing. There's really nothing happening. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh, my sister Kim's here. Guys, we're at 97 in the room. Let's make it to 100. That would make my morning. You guys are awesome. I appreciate the support. Come on, help me make my morning, guys. Let's make it to 100. I'll give you guys the applause button, I swear. So anyways, Kim shows up, and like Bahama Mama said, she shows up with this handful of dresses with all tags on it, and she's like, hey, I'm here, just want to drop off these dresses, they didn't fit. And Kyle's like, just put them on the bed. And Kim's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go. And Kyle's like, oh, well, you look so dressed up, why are you so dressed up? And Kim goes, oh, that's just crazy. I just happened to be bringing Brandi to a dinner for her birthday. I missed her birthday, and she just happens to be in the car, so I'm gonna go. And Kim's like, or Kyle's like, no, go get her and bring her back out of the car. Let's have her come in. She can talk for a second. And Kim's like, are you sure? Are you sure? If you're sure, then I'll go get her real quick. So she goes off and gets her. Guys, we're at 99. One more, we're at 100. You guys made my morning. So Kim's like, okay, let's go get her. Goes off to the car, goes and gets her, brings her back, and Brandi's like, okay, I'll go in. Yes, what was I gonna say? No. And acts like it's a complete surprise that they're inviting her in. And this is where, like I said, the bomb gets dropped. So she comes in, they start talking, and all of a sudden Denise comes up, and Brandi says, guys, be careful, because, in this ominous tone, be careful because Denise isn't exactly who she's pretending to be. And everybody's like, what does that mean? And they all look around like, what? They don't know what it. Guys, 102 in the room. Wow, guys, you guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. Hold on, applause button. And don't let it drop down past 102, because if you do, you're gonna get a. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's put the toy away. So yeah. Brandi is no actress. It was so fake. Let's see the proof. Brandi seems like she had all the details, but no backup. I don't believe any of it. I thought it was so crazy that she comes in with this story. And guys, I've been trying so hard to get Brandi on my channel for an interview for so long. As you guys have seen me on Sherelle's channel, I always say, I always keep it very straightforward. I don't really take sides, and I don't get gossipy. Sherelle's always like, he's the straightforward guy, and she's the gossip queen. We know our roles. But in this instance, I'm going to have an opinion, because Brandi saying that she didn't she feels like she hurt somebody inadvertently. She hurt Aaron, Denise's husband, because she didn't know it was wrong to sleep with Brandi. I don't know if I believe a second of that. I'm not saying I don't believe it. I need to know more information, because this is kind of like way up in the air. I don't really know what's going on with this whole situation. And then she's like, oh, well, I thought Denise was being so weird because she was calling me and she was giving me stuff on Erica and telling me how she doesn't like Lisa or Teddy or this person or this person or this person, and giving me all of this information to get the eyes off of me. And it's like, okay, you know exactly what you're doing. You're stirring the pot, but what are you stirring the pot? 98? You guys are going to put 98 on me? Okay. But Brandi knows exactly what she's doing. So Brandi is sitting there and stirring the pot, but what is it for? Is it for a diamond? Is it for the 6-figure paycheck? Is she trying to put food back on the table? Does she like the camera time? As we know, Brandi loves the cameras. I think that she's a little bit of a liability for the network, and that's probably why we won't see her back. But she drops the bomb, and then they're all like, oh, no, it's okay, Brandi. You know, like, don't worry, this stays between us. And Brandi breaks the fourth wall, sort of, by just saying it's not anymore, acknowledging the fact that the cameras are in the room and that this is going to be aired. So she's right, it's not anymore, and now it's a big thing. But Brandi said she didn't want to hurt Denise with this, and she feels Denise hurt her, but yet she's still the one commenting on all of Denise's stuff on Instagram, saying like, you know, Denise was like, I'm effing Denise Richards, and does this whole like flip thing. And Brandi's like, I'm effing Denise Richards too. And it's stuff like that. She likes to take the digs. She likes to engage, and she likes to get the hype up, especially for the episodes. I think that's one of the things that the network originally liked about her before they felt like she may or may not have been a little bit of a liability. So moving past that, of course, they're all like, we're not going to say anything. Then they leave to go to their supposed dinner, which means that Kim just went back and probably dropped Brandi back off at her house, and they may or may not have had a glass of wine together. I don't know. I don't know if Kim can have wine. I don't really know how this works, but that's not what's important right now. What's important is we're moving on and we're about to go to Rome. So as we're headed off to Rome, we see where they're all getting ready to hit the airport. Garcelle's actually going to make it to this trip. And what's going to happen? Obviously, this is a big bomb, and it's about to get dropped on, of course, the iconic girls trip. And that's exactly what happens, right? So she didn't feel like she hurt Aaron when she was smacking Denise's ass at Kyle's party. Brandi's just trying to get back on the show, and as usual, someone is pulling her strings. Okay, that's fair. Kyle called Brandi a liar all the time. Why isn't she doing it now? Brandi is desperate, not attractive on anyone. Yes, Angela, that makes me laugh. Is anyone going to mention Brandi's? Okay, June. I can't read that. Lie. Only lies when it's about Kyle. Okay, Angela, that was funny. All right, 101 back in the room. Guys, I got to give you guys an applause. Thanks, guys. So we get back in and we see all of them headed off to the airport because they're going to Rome. And then this is where Teddy and Kyle feel like they need to bring this information to the bone carrier of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is when they show up in the car, and Teddy's like, Rinna, I have to tell you something. And Rinna's like, what, Teddy? And Teddy's like, oh, well, just real quick, did you, Brandi, we saw Brandi, and Brandi told us something, and it was about a relationship possibly with someone, and she's like, did Brandi and Denise hook up? And it's like, how did you know that? Obviously, well, that's speculation. Was she coached? Did production coach her? Did they coach her and let her know that they were going to have this conversation? Because we've seen so many times on Twitter rants and stuff where people expose these conversations off to the side after the episodes and seasons air. And that feels like that might have been what this situation was, like a little bit of an orchestrated, puppeteered situation. By the way, guys, we have so many people in the room, 103. Thank you guys again so much. Thank you for supporting my channel. Before I move on, I just want to say I appreciate you guys so much. And the super chats, the love for the channel. You guys are awesome, and thank you for coming by. I hope you guys come. This is like my own little insert for my Super Bravo Tuesday. Super Bravo Tuesday, I have special Bravo celebrity guests joining us this upcoming Tuesday at 6 p.m. PST. I almost said the wrong time. Okay, so they dropped the bomb on Lisa Rinna, and that was so awkward. And she's digging it. She has the Cheshire Cat smile. So you see that she's super excited about having this information, and then boom, we cut out. And we cut out to what's coming on next week. 110, guys. Wow. Every 10. Thanks for coming in, guys. So Laurel Traponi is on it. Teddy just needs to be pregnant and not talk. She's reaching to be somewhere relevant. Okay, Jamal has strong opinions. All right. Yvette, this might have been the most action-packed episode in all the Housewives franchise history. I'm talking all. More drama than a soap opera. I don't know. I really love that episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta when they were trying to uncover or decode the whole Snakegate situation. That was one of my favorites. I can barely hear the applause. I know. That's because I got this low rent. I don't know. It was like $11. That's why. So I'm sorry. It was supposed to be something fun for Snapchats where I was going to press an applause every time I got, or not Snapchats, Super Chats. You guys make me nervous. 112 in the room. All right, guys. So Josephine, who is Jill informed. I agree with Jamal about Teddy, Snakegate, LOL. All right, guys, so we see that next week the drama, everything is going to be dropped. They make it to Rome, and we see, okay, Dorit knows her Italian, blah, 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 whatever. But let's get to the real thing. They get to the dinner table, and Teddy drops the ball right on Brandi. Brandi's like, tell me, what did Denise is like, tell me, what did Brandi say? What did Brandi say? And Teddy just says, she said that you guys had a relationship. And you see Denise's face like, what? And this is where we get to see the action-packed, what we've seen in the trailer, what we've seen all over every Bravo headline, every gossip headline, every Denise and Brandi headline out there. This is exactly what we've seen. And it's where they go, bravo, 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 stop the cameras, bravo, stop, I'm going to quit, I'm not joining, bravo, stop it. And that's when Denise inserts her, do you know who I am? I'm Denise Richards. Stop the cameras. But Bravo obviously didn't answer or listen to what she was saying because they didn't stop the cameras and they aired it. But Denise did get her way because Lisa Rinna exposed the fact that this upcoming reunion is not as eventful as she wished it would be because Denise Richards had a cease and desist. And that means that Brandi Glanville cannot come and talk about Denise Richards, which means Brandi Glanville was not a part of the reunion, and Andy Cohen was going to film separately with her. So I can't wait for next week. With that being said, Bahama Mama has been waiting in the room so patiently. And before I bring her in, I want to say real quick, Robin, thank you so much for the super chat. You're amazing. I appreciate the support. You guys are awesome. This has been such a fun show. I just had 4 shots of espresso before this. I normally do before every single one of these shows. Tomorrow's Real Housewives of New York recap. I can't wait. I'm going to do the same thing, same time with you guys tomorrow, 10 a.m. I hope we get to 100 people in the room. Thank you guys. You do it regular because it was a setup. She was coming in. Bahama Mama, come in. I had to take a breath.
Yeah, you're like a regular DJ now. You're so professional, snapping those buttons and pressing this and doing that. You're all into it. You're up on it.
You know what I'm learning as I get older, Bahama Mama? I'm learning that you really have to pay you have to pay more to get like quality things. Me paying $11 or $14 for this little like that's exactly what I got. It's like when you go to get. I know. Well,
I mean, on your computer and everything, you're really snapping away and clicking and popping and pooping and.
Thanks, Tammy. Thank you so much for the super sticker. You're amazing. Yeah, no, I'm just excited to be here this morning. As you know, I wasn't. Oh, Angie, so crazy, such a fake episode. Kim, Brandi, Kyle, and I think Teddy was used. Teddy was almost used last season. Well, I don't want to get into that. Angie, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. You guys, I'm so excited to be here this morning, Bahama Mama. I wasn't expecting to be here. I thought I was going to be on Sherelle's World. This was just a burst of energy. I obviously, like I said, I came in with a hat. I wasn't so prepared, but no, you look great. I just feel comfortable, confident, and ready to talk about Housewives.
But on, I don't know if you watch What Happens Live right after the show. Dorito was on, or I call her Dorito.
Dorit?
Dorit, yeah, with her British Connecticut accent and all. Now, this is the difference between Lisa pot stirring Rinna and Dorito. When Andy asked her if she thought it was a bummer, or what did Lisa Rinna say about the reunion, that it was a
She said that it was pretty much that it was a disappointment because Brandi wasn't allowed to attend actually Brandi was allowed to attend the reunion. She made that decision with Bravo execs and Andy to not attend and be ganged up on, as opposed to just having her own one-on-one with Andy.
But now Dorit, she didn't find it that she had no problem with Brandi not being there. So it just goes to show that Rinna would have probably kept that all going, the whole Denise, Brandi hookup, fake hookup, real hookup, whatever hookup. Whereas Dorit, it didn't matter. She wasn't probably gonna participate anyway. So it just shows the two different people that are on the
well,
show.
and we just got a question too. Okay, Adam, if you could bring on someone new on the cast of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, who would you pick and who would you remove?
Remove a lot of them.
You know who? There's actually two people I would be very excited to see join the Beverly Hills cast. One is Jana Kramer, who she's a YouTube personality, but also I believe she's married to, I could be wrong, I think she married an NFL guy. And then also Lori Loughlin. That was a rumor. But could you imagine how fun that would be?
Oh my God, Lori Loughlin.
Yeah, we would be able to. That would be good. She would go to say something, and they would be like, "Be quiet, college scandal."
Yeah.
And she'd be like, because they're Beverly Hills, so they just get like offended. They don't really do anything.
Yeah, all season. If Lori Loughlin comes on, it's just going to be college scandal gate or whatever.
Yeah, it's just like Puppy Gate, Snake Gate, whatever. There's always
Denise Gate.
Yeah.
Throuple Gate or whatever, and
well,
Lori Loughlin would have been great had she not been involved in a college scandal.
There was the rumor about Lori supposedly coming on and joining the cast of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but Andy shut it down right away and said that it's just a rumor. And Debbie Hutchinson said Real Housewives of Beverly Hills are life after lockup. That is shady, but funny. That was actually funny. Okay. Bahama Mama, we have about 2 minutes left in the chat. Before I jump off and say goodbye to everybody, what are you looking forward to most for next episode?
I'd really like to see Rome, but I think we're going to get a lot more fighting in Rome, and we're not going to see the background and all the things in Rome.
No, we're going to get a WWE Rome crossover.
Yeah, it's just going to be a go for the throat of Denise Rome.
It is. It's going to be. It's going to be nuts. But I hope you watch it, and I hope we can talk about it on Super Bravo Tuesday, the following Tuesday. We'll talk about this episode this Tuesday, and please join me tomorrow at 10 a.m. to talk New York.
Oh, I love New York. That's my favorite franchise.
All right, we're going to be talking New York in the morning then.
Okay, have a good one.
All right, have a good day, Bahama Mama. Thank you for coming.
Bye-bye. Yep, bye-bye.
Hopeless to read. Okay. Jennifer, it would be great if Kathy Hilton joined them. Bravo should shake up the cast. Better way to go ratings. Brandi storyline. Okay, Dorit made it sound fun. Sound like she invented having someone perform at a party because she had Boy George. You're right. All right, guys, I have 44 minutes on this. I have, honestly, about 3 minutes left in the chat room at most. I'm going to go ahead and bring on Shan real quick to end our chat. Hi, Shan. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So what did you think about last night's episode?
Okay, I feel like you only have 2 minutes left, so this might be too big of a question, but I feel like I'm missing something. What's the big deal?
About what's going on?
Yeah, like if they had a throuple, if they didn't, like why is it such a big deal?
I don't understand about what is the It's not even why is that the big deal, but why does Brandi feel so like betrayed to have to bring this up? Like she didn't know. It's like you knew that she was still a married woman, so it can't be that shocking to you, this whole situation, right?
Exactly. And as someone who was cheated on, she should know that that person that's cheating is going to say whatever they want to get what they want.
Yeah, you should be, and like she said, I've written books on this. She should be so much more well-versed than she is portraying herself in this episode.
I just don't get why the other ladies are, it's like oh, guess what? Like, you won't believe, like, I understand it as gossip, it's exciting, but to like, oh, I have to tell you something. Like, big deal, they had sex. I feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah, but then again, it's just like Puppygate. It's like that wasn't that exciting, but everybody was like, you know, it's like the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like they have that ability to just like take it back and be like, you said what? And it's like it's really not that big of a deal. It's not like if you see New York or Atlanta where they're like, we're bad itches and you know, like they're different. It's different. It's different.
Okay. So they're just a bunch of petty betties.
You said it.
Okay, thank you. Now it's all clear.
Yeah, but real quick before we go, what are you looking forward to most from next episode that you didn't get from this episode?
More Garcelle. I love this. She was side-eye shady yesterday. I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, and I love the innocent B-roll of her boyfriend Michael pulling out. I think there were candles or shot glasses.
Shot glasses, I think, right?
Yeah, that was funny because it's one of those like fun little like showing a little bit of humility. Like we're just all normal. We're clumsy. We make like it's fun.
That's almost something you'd see more in New York than Beverly Hills. That personal
touch.
Yeah.
And okay, and real quick, I know that I have to go, but are we watching Real Housewives of New York tomorrow?
Tonight.
That's what I mean, tonight.
Oh, right, and coming tomorrow. Duh. I live for New York. Live for New York.
All right. So we were supposed to do. New York is probably my favorite, along with Atlanta. But we were supposed to do a recap on Sherelle's World tomorrow. We're actually going to be doing it on my side for tomorrow. So it's going to be at 10 a.m. same time. I hope you can join us. We're going to have a lot of fun. And with that being said, thanks, Shan, for calling in.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
All right, bye. Guys, how awesome was today? We had so many people turn out. We actually got to 120 in the room, so exciting. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the same thing for Real Housewives of New York. We get all of the drama tonight. We're going to see everybody at Ramona's party going crazy. We get to see crazy Leah McSweeney acting out. We get to see, I think, drunk Luann. I don't know if you guys saw in the preview, but Sonia is like stomping up and down on all of the glass on the glass mirror. So there's a lot happening. It was super exciting. And Ramona's like, producers, get the cameras out of here. We all got to go. It was just a lot of energy. So I can't wait to come. I better have 4 shots of espresso tomorrow too, or else I'm going to disappoint you guys with not having the same energy. But I will. Don't worry. And before I go, rim shot. Okay, guys. Bye. And most importantly, bye, Jolene. See you guys tomorrow.